Hey man, so yeah, just if you could talk us through your drums first, what are you playing?
All right, cool. So at the moment I'm playing a Tama Star Classic Bubinga. Sounds amazing, feels amazing. Right here we've got a Tama SLP snare. This is amazing. This comes with me on every gig, because this is one of my most versatile snares. When I want it to be like big and kind of like use it for ballads, it can be that. I've used it as my main snare before, but tuning wise it's really, really easy. At the moment it's really, really loose, and
Oh wow.
yeah, so it sounds amazing. Right here, this is really quickly becoming my favorite snare. I just got this. This is a Tama Star Reverse 14-inch snare, and it just sounds incredible. And I just needed something that really had like a good crack to it, a good pop, and this is perfect. My rack toms, I've got a 12 and a 13. I wanted to go quite big for this set in general. I did previously just have the 12, but for this tour, I wanted to add another rack tom, so I ended up going with the 13.
Right, 12, 13.
12 and 13, bringing it back, but it feels great as well, you know. I don't like my drums tuned up too high, so I like the feel of them especially when I'm doing rolls, to feel like quite low and soft, you know. So the 12 and the 13 feel great, and I've used 12 and 13s on other gigs as well. I kind of prefer bigger drums. So to my right over here, I've got 16, 18 and a 20-inch gong drum. It feels amazing really, like, to play. And again, like, I prefer big drums, so I'm not really a big fan of 14s, so I wanted to go 16 and 18. There's a lot of songs where I'm playing on the floor toms as like my main groove, you know, so the bigger drums lend themselves to that a lot better. Right here we've got a Spiral Trash Zildjian. It was an 18, but we cut it down to size.
Really?
Yeah, it was just trying to do something different. I've got two, so I've got one here which is like the full length one, and this one's like a little, we've cut it down maybe by about a quarter, and it's a little bit more trashy. It doesn't last as long as this one, but it's a little bit more of like a trashier sound, which is pretty cool. Right here I'm playing some A Custom New Beat hi-hats. We're playing some 15 inches, pretty quick, pretty sharp to the point, but also quite big as well. I've got a Splash here. This is a 12-inch that one day at home I was just thinking to try something different, and I just drilled some holes in it.
Oh right, okay.
So it's pretty cool. I've used it on quite a lot of stuff, and it just made it a little bit trashier than how it originally sounded. So that was a K Custom dark Splash, and on top is a Custom, 8-inch A Custom. Just for the accents really, they both work pretty well together. Right here we've got an 18-inch K Carope, pretty classic sounds. The K, I'm a big fan of the K Customs, so and especially the Carope's pretty like dark and classic sound, so that's what we've got going on the left-hand side. And to the right, this is probably like my most prized possession. This is a very old vintage K Custom ride that I actually purchased in a drum store in New York. I've been with Zildjian for a long time, and like one of the reasons why I came with them is because of the history, you know, and like I said, I like K Customs as well, so this, like, I couldn't really get any better. This is really old. I think it's 60s or 50s.
Yeah, and there's the holes around.
And yeah, like, yeah, you can see that there used to be like probably some rivets in it and stuff like that. And I went into the drum store with an agenda to buy something old. And as soon as I hit this, I knew exactly that is what I wanted. And over here we've got a 20-inch A Custom Crash Ride, and we've got a K Custom. This always comes on the road with me as well, the EFX K Custom Crash, that, yeah, always, it responds really quickly, but I like it for a lot of accents and stuff like that as well. I'm using Vic Firth sticks, Extreme 5As, and I'm using Evans. I always use Evans G2 coated heads for the most part, and that's on everything apart from the bass drum. This is an old kind of calf head which I have on my 22 and my 20 as well.
The calf tone.
Yeah.
Female calf tone.
Yeah. Which I've actually had these heads on for a year. I've not changed them.
Seriously.
I've not changed them for a year, and they feel great. They feel great, and I'm like constantly battering my bass drum, but like they've lasted the test of time. Here I'm using Roland SPD SX. I have got Roland triggers on my toms as well, and there's triggers on my bass drum. I don't always use the triggers in every song.
It's insane. So Andy, the tech, was telling me about the triggers are actually working as a gate for the tom mics.
That's right.
So for your overheads, for your cymbals, so they don't bleed through your toms, and then when you hit your toms, the trigger is actually opening the drum.
That's
mic.
right, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
So using triggers in a totally different way than what they're just used for, I know, which is I've never heard of that, which it's insane. I think that's such a cool thing.
But I mean, it works out front. I think the drums sound fantastic out front.
Pedals, hardware, stands, you've got some...
Pedals, yeah. I'm using Iron Cobras, Tama, and to my far right, I've got a DW 9000, but I've got the left-hand side of the double pedal to get over to my 20. So yeah, we just had to try and be a little bit creative with that. Hello everyone, my name is Dexter Hercules. I'm here with the Sound Attack people. They've come to visit me for the day in Brighton while I'm on tour with EMELI Sande. Have a little look at my kit. Hope you guys enjoy the setup and hope everybody enjoys the show later on. Thank you for coming down. Hope to see you guys soon.